no fun until tomorrow.
Today's my birthday. Happy birthday to you, Pat. I think I said that last year during my birthday podcast. But anyway, it's Tuesday, May 8th. It's one day before my birthday, but when you're hearing this for the first time, it's May 9th. So it is my birthday, and it's a CU podcast. And this is Ian Ferguson beside me.
Hello.
I'm Pat Contry, the birthday boy. We have a birthday podcast lined up. We have birthday cake around. We actually don't. Every year I buy myself an ice cream cake. Maybe I'll do a Hello Kitty one this year. So we got lots of fun lined up on my birthday podcast. We're talking about the Fortnite Avengers promotion. Since we're going to get into Fortnite like the rest of the world, Nintendo Switch finally revealing their online service after like 8 years, it seems. The I Am 8-Bit Mega Man 2 and Mega Man X special collector's cards. What else we got going on? The Neo Geo Mini's been leaked. Calico's evolving.
Oh, boy.
And your Q&A, Ian. How are you celebrating my birthday this year?
How am I celebrating
How are you
your
gonna
birthday?
celebrate it?
I'll be working tomorrow.
You working?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be good.
That's a celebration?
That's a celebration.
Can you give me my Master System box finally for my birthday?
Yeah.
It's only been like 8 months. That
It's
would be
just
nice.
sitting at home.
Okay, just that came to mind. You can just wrap it up and pretend it's a present. Even though I got it with store credit.
You
can do
did.
it. Speaking of the store,
Yeah.
we're going to be at
We
Luna
are.
Video Games.
May 26th.
We're going to be at Luna Video Games, the Chula Vista location, Saturday, May 26th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
PST.
Well, you would know that if you're in San Diego. Otherwise, I don't know where you're coming from. Someone actually said they might fly out just to say that. I said, I wouldn't probably do that. It's probably not worth the trip.
No.
It's probably not worth it. Let's get frequent flyer miles to burn.
Yeah. I mean, San Diego is a great place to visit.
Yeah, okay. If you're on vacation,
If you're looking for an excuse to take a vacation already, I guess.
and maybe it's rainy, you can't get to the beach that day, and it's the only day you can go to the beach. You know, instead of seeing a movie on those vacation beach days, you come see Pat and Ian at Luna Video Games, and we'll have a certain NES guidebook there. Ian and me will be hanging out, probably set up like an NES to play. You'd think, or
Who knows?
Well, let's pretend we know what's going on at our appearance. So,
Well, we're gonna be in the back. We're gonna be in that back upper raised room. There's no TV back there. Doesn't mean we can't do something at some point.
There's no TV back there. We can do it.
We can put
figure it out.
something back
We'll figure
there,
it out. Maybe I'll lug out the Sharp NES TV. I still haven't tested. That's sitting in the other room. We're missing screws.
You have a Sharp NES TV and you don't even know if it works?
No, I don't. It was sent to me. It was like pieces of someone sent to me and said, I think it works.
Oh boy! All right.
Is that am I a bad person for not knowing if it works?
Yes.
Okay, I'm a bad person.
Most people would be really excited to get that and would test it out. Like
I got
that day.
I got it a year ago. I don't know. I didn't have room for it. Ian, I moved into Castle Country because the condo.
You're already laughing at yourself.
Do you
You're
remember?
trying to trick.
Do you remember how small the game room was before?
No.
You take for granted how large this room would be a lot larger if it was organized, but this is like 5 times the size of the old game room. So in here, I can put it over there.
Carry on, my wayward son.
Are you jealous of my Sharp NES TV?
No.
Okay.
I just think it's silly.
Maybe we can use it at the next NES Marathon, potentially. That could be actually very interesting.
It could be.
If it has an AV out on it. I don't know if it has an AV out on the TV. Oh, no, you don't need the AV out. You split from the NES to the TV. This could be interesting. Well, no, then you can't put the cartridge inside. There's no output. It has to be an output on the TV. Yeah, I'm overthinking this, I think. Anyway, it's my birthday. I got nothing planned. Maybe I'll get Wednesday tacos, and I always buy myself an ice cream cake. I always do. What'd you think of Avengers?
It was good. It was very good. I liked it a lot.
You sat behind me.
Sat behind you. You looked like you had a very sore neck.
It was awful.
Yeah.
I was literally all the way back. I could not follow the actions. I have to see it again.
Yeah, second row back I'll do at the lot. First row I won't do for anything. It's just not worth it.
Sure.
But no, I enjoyed the movie quite a bit. Obviously a little bit spoilery here, but at this point,
If you
it
haven't
was
seen it-
spoiled within 3 days. There was a lot of stuff I liked. The end of the movie is just I felt the reaction to the end of the movie was a little bit overplayed by most people. I don't know.
When people saying they were crying or
Well,
couldn't talk for 2 hours. I don't know what they expected.
I think that should have been expected. I think everyone knew that was going to be basically the ending going in. Everyone was joking.
No.
For months, everyone was calling it Avengers. Everyone dies. Everyone knew everyone was going to die in Avengers.
I think the casual people had no idea, especially the people that only started watching these movies the past like year and a half, 2 years. It seems like a lot of people have started watching these the past couple years. Like it's finally a cool thing.
That's true. And don't get me wrong, I love the movie. It's one of the best Marvel films they've put out. I don't know if it's my favorite.
Top 5.
Winter Soldier is still.
Winter Soldier's still number one.
It's still the best, I think. It's just in a superhero universe, death is so hard to take seriously
Sure.
that you look at those deaths and you go, oh no, that doesn't mean anything. But then you look at something like a true spoiler that you don't see many people talking about. Look at something like Gamora's death, which that's a little bit more. Okay, that one I think is certainly a bit more in the balance. That's one.
Oh no, I think the pre-ending deaths are dead. Loki's dead. I'm pretty sure he's gone.
So,
Loki's gone, Gamora's gone.
And obviously, being a comic book movie, they can change that stuff. But I felt like those were the more impactful moments, as opposed to the end where it's just like, all right, we're gonna roll these dice, and 50% of these are gonna disappear.
Well, I could see the Gamora death coming, but it was still sort of shocking to see it because how they did it was sort of like, oh shit, this is hard to watch. But it is what you have to show. Thanos has a complex character, willing to kill his beloved, I guess you want to call her stepdaughter, and do it, and he does it to achieve his goal. So they made Thanos as more interesting than I thought they could have.
Sure.
By doing that, hell of a lot more interesting. Infinity Gauntlet, the story. I'm sorry, that story sucks. The actual graphic novel. The collected stories where this is very loosely based on, it fucking sucks compared to even this movie. I'm sorry. The motivation in the comic book sucked for Thanos. They did a hell of a lot better fleshing out the character here than what they did. In the comic book, he wants to fucking be friends with death and fucking have sex with this human form of death. That's basically what the motivation is in the comic books for Thanos. To kill off everyone. And it's like, okay, so they actually did a lot better here, I think.
I think in a lot of ways they did. I mean, it doesn't hold up particularly well. It was, the quintessential...
It was a mess.
90s crossover. I mean, it was big for that. But there was still plenty of great framework to take from it and turn into a modern-day movie.
I mean, in terms of, like, imagery and things like that?
Well, the basic groundwork was a fantastic way to bring the heroes together under a banner that, a lot of people knew, even if they never
Bruce Banner?
read comics.
Sure.
That's a Bruce Banner.
That was the few things that surprised me, how much in the trailers were not in the movies, especially that iconic shot of them all running out with the Hulk's running out at the end. It's like, Hulk wasn't in the last 95% in the movie.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting choice, and it makes sense, and it gives them more to do and more to play with, and everyone have character arcs. So that's what's going on there, and I do like what they're going to do with the next Avengers movie. It's going to focus on the original Avengers because they're all still around. They didn't flake away, including Ant-Man, because I think it's already been known that Ant-Man's going to be in the next one, and Wasp and Arrow guy is going to be the next Avengers. That's going to be like their send-off movie, like the original group, including the original Avengers. They always were pissed we're never in the first Avengers movie. Ant-Man and Wasp. So everyone's satisfied. Then they'll kill off Captain America, and I'll be crying like a little girl in the theaters, like a little Pat. And I'll get on with my life. And then they'll recast in 5 years. So then everything will be fine. Just like in comics, they recast all the time. They redraw characters. It's basically recasting. It's the same thing. I don't see why you can't have a new Spider-Man, a new Captain America, a new Iron Man, in 6 years. There's too much money to not be made.
Oh,
not
sure.
to do it.
Yeah, I don't think it's just going to stop.
So, anything else going on in your life that we care about? No. That's it. That's where it begins and ends.
No. Well, I did get... I'm actually fairly happy about this. I got my Uncanny X-Men issues 141 and 142.
What was that, the Days of Future Past?
Yes.
Are those worth them that much?
They sure can be, yeah.
If they're in good condition?
Yeah, and they're in pretty nice condition. I got them for a really great price. Vonnie helped me out with that.
What years are those from, like mid-80s?
80.
Just 80?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's 1980 on the nose.
Was that early, Days of Future Past? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Pretty sure that's 1980 right on the nose.
So that's when the X-Men comics started getting interesting, like late 70s into... Well, actually mid-70s when they got the new team. It got interesting again and then continued on. I got to find my first appearance at Gambit somewhere. Vonnie wants to trade it for something. I forget what. I don't know. Maybe a date with Ian. I don't know.